everyone, I'm Crystal Cruz. Tonight on News West 9 at 6, we all know how valuable trees are here in West Texas. We don't have a whole lot of them. Some Midlanders are concerned about a new city road project that could end up with their trees getting trimmed, and they say they have no say in it. Jason Freund went to find out what's going on. Jason.
Well, Crystal, the people who live near Community Lane out in Midland told us that they got notices on their doors saying that a contractor will be trimming down their trees if those trees aren't at least 14 feet away from the street. I found out that it all has to do with a road maintenance project, but there are some other concerns that stem from this. The city has hired a contractor to come out and trim the trees, which the city says is for road maintenance. In a statement, the city told News West 9 that the City of Midland has recently notified some residents along Community Lane about upcoming tree trimming. Scheduled a month from the issued notices, this trimming is essential to facilitate a mill and inlay project in the area later in 2024, which addresses road maintenance. However, residents have more things to be concerned about, such as how their trees are going to look after being there for almost 40 to 50 years. And there's also concerns over oak wilt, a disease that all oak trees naturally have.
It's a fungus that invades the xylem, that's kind of like the woody part of the tree, and it kind of like clogs the whole system, right? The water transport system. So the tree basically reacts to that fungus and ends up kind of like shutting down the water and nutrient transport system of the tree.
And while all oak trees will naturally catch it, the mortality rate differs among trees. Some oaks can be killed in a month or less, while it takes more time for others. And without proper maintenance, it can hop from tree to tree, speeding up the mortality process.
This one is what we call below ground spread. So let's say that we get a wound in a live oak, and we have these very tiny beetles that we call knitted beetles or sap beetles, and they are the ones that actually are moving the spores of the fungus around.
And while it can't be cured, it can be maintained through proper timing and ample care.
We want to avoid wounding or pruning the oak trees in certain times of the year. For example, between February to June, it's a very high risk time of the year because that's when the fungal mats that I was mentioning typically form, so the spores are going to be available, but also that's when the sap beetles are more active in our state in Texas.
The City of Midland is giving residents 1 month from the issuing of the notice until they start trimming. And while they are going to be employing professional services, residents have been given the chance to trim their trees themselves and call the city after to let them know not to trim their trees. Crystal?